Hi guys, it's DanB88 here, bringing you another commentary video. And today's topic of discussion is how often do we think games should really be released? Should they be a one every year type of thing, like Call of Duty, FIFA and Assassin's Creed? As you can see, I'm playing Assassin's Creed Unity now. Or should they be more sort of one every 2 years or 3 years, like films, and like games such as The Witcher, the Batman games, which you'll see later, and other series like that, where they wait a little bit longer and maybe spend a little bit more time with it. So we're going to be discussing the pros and cons, so let's get to it. Now, Assassin's Creed, as I mentioned before, is one of the franchises that releases a game every year. Now, mostly the games are very good. They're very high quality, very high standard game, and people don't mind. People enjoy that they come out every year. However, in the past we have seen problems. For example, Assassin's Creed Unity here was renowned for its glitches and its bugs when it was released, and it was a pretty low standard game actually by anyone's standards, let alone a developer as big as Ubisoft. So maybe the fact that it was released a year after Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, maybe they rushed it a bit, and that caused the glitches, and that got them a lot of negative publicity. And so that kinds of leans towards, okay, maybe they should have waited a bit longer, maybe they should do like other game series and have a couple of years between them, really work hard, get the fine details done and polished off so that you get a better end product. However, then some people would say, well, no, I want one every year. For example, COD, everybody wants a new COD every year. Call of Duty is slightly different because they have 3 different teams of developers, 3 different developing companies making Call of Duty games, and so it allows one developer company 2 years to make a game, and then they release it on the 3rd year. They all take it in turn, so it's a little bit different for them, and that has made it easier for them. So maybe Ubisoft should consider doing something like that, having different teams working on a game for 3 years in advance, and then one for 2 years, and etc, etc, and maybe that would help make a better standard of game. Not that Assassin's Creed is a bad game, I loved Assassin's Creed Unity, don't get me wrong, but I think maybe it might help their standard and would avoid a repeat of what happened with Unity and all the bad publicity they got from the glitches and from the game just not really being finished properly. So maybe that's something that they could look at. But personally, I don't really mind that games come out every year, providing that they do a good job. And maybe with a game that's as big as Assassin's Creed is, maybe they do need to consider slowing it down a bit and working on the story. Because personally, I find that some of these Assassin's Creed games recently, compared to Assassin's Creed 2 and etc., have lacked in story depth a little bit. And so maybe if they spent more time on them, they would be able to improve the story and the overall game, hopefully. So now let's discuss games that come out with gaps between them. For example, the Batman Arkham series. Now, they were released usually with about 2 years or certainly a year plus in between each game, and I felt that helped improve the story and the overall finish of the game. So the games felt more refined, more detailed, and were probably allowed to be a bit bigger maybe than some games would be. For example, Call of Duty, which is very limited and quite a small game when you think about it, compared to Batman and all the things you could do. Other series, such as GTA, Grand Theft Auto, have been very successful because they spend so long making the game. They really look at every detail, they make massive maps, and and that really helps make a really good game. Another one is Bethesda. They are a developer. They make Skyrim, Elder Scrolls, and Fallout 4 is the new game that's coming out soon. And Fallout 4 has been worked on for a good few years, I know. And I know that it's going to be really good. Okay, there might be a few glitches. There's a few glitches in any game. But I know that the story is going to be top quality. And I know that the characters and the voice acting and everything will be very refined and very precise, because they spend a lot of time on their games. They don't rush things. They make the game and then they say, right guys, we've made this game, here you go, it's coming out at this time, here you go. They don't rush things. They don't say, yeah, we're going to have one every year because we want lots of sales. They make good games, and therefore those games sell a lot of copies. And so I think maybe that is a better way than some game series where they have one every year. Okay, you have to wait a little bit longer, and that can cause a bit of problems if the technology is improving. So if, for example, between the PS3 and the PS4, this Batman game had to jump up to the next gen because it was sort of too late to be a PS3 game, and that can cause a few difficulties. But I still think that waiting and perfecting a game to as good as it can be is a better idea than just releasing it every year and saying, oh, it doesn't matter about the glitches. So overall, I personally probably prefer and probably own more games where there is a couple of years of development in them rather than just 1 year. And you can, I think you can tell the difference a lot with the quality of the games as well between them. I don't know whether you guys agree. Feel free to leave a comment and tell me what you think about developers and what they should do. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Dan B out.
Who do you hate?
Batman.
Excellent. Of course you do. Did you get that, Bats? Kid's not yours anymore. He's mine. Mine. To do with as I wish. Hey, I never asked. What's the big secret? Who is the big bad bat? His name. Tell me.
Of course, sir. It's